What's up? Gabrielle here. I'm back. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Yo, I got the best reading I think I've ever pulled for myself. Well, besides one other time, but I kind of thought it was one of the moments a few months back where I kept asking the same questions and then the deck got jokes and was like, it told me everything I wanted to see and hear and all that funny shit. And then many months later, I was like, oh, like I thought, you got jokes. But look, I ain't even been on that. I promise. I've been like, just trying to shed stuff, like getting rid of concepts that no longer serve me, emotions that don't serve me, people. I mean, when I tell you purge night, yo, this shit real. It's real. I mean, I can't. It's not an easy process because sometimes you can cling to people, even when you really good at cutting motherfuckers off. And let me tell you, I was the motherfucker back in the day with the guillotine that was dropping it. Like, that's how good at cutting motherfuckers off my ass is. Like, whoop, whoop, done. Slicey, slicey. But, we all have our emotional attachments. No one's infallible with the purging process. But anyway, I got a great reading. I just wanted to say that. I'm not even going to get into it. We going to see. And it's so funny. I just watched another reader who got the exact same message, and it was a Virgo reading. And I just was like, wow, that's confirmation. I was like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and be in my Empress mode. I'm just going to sit here and file my nails and wait and continue to do what I've been doing, which is me, and focus on getting me 5 by 5. Excuse me while I get my mind right. I went and got me some, what is this? Pinot Grigio, some cupcake. That's the vintner. I said, why not? Cupcake. Nice night for some wine. The weather's, it's winter. I'm not even going to complain about it. It's been that sort of process where I'm like, I've accepted it's a season. It's winter. It's a season. It will pass. And so sometimes we need to remind ourselves of the simplicities that we are in the middle of. Like, we take for granted that winter is a season. And even though being in it and going through it sucks, especially if you don't care for the colder weather, it's temporary. This shit too shall pass, But anyway, so I want to see what's going on for y'all out there, the collective. So I said, what message do we have? And it's so funny, right? Because we have the world and the Empress. We have the world and the Empress, y'all. Look at this. Can y'all see that? Let me just turn that a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. In this deck, Alice is a queen in her own right. She has her own kingdom. She's not represented as one of the 4 primary queens. Elementals, But nonetheless, she's represented. And it's like Alice come through dimensions, through portals, right? Rabbit hole that took her to a new world. Sound like a wormhole, right? But anyway, see how she got 2 wands in her hand? Yeah. And you see how she down there in the Empress card, coaxing the Empress. Empress been through a lot. It was a long journey. Look how disheveled she is. She's a little worse for wear. But Alice is like, how I'm seeing Alice, it's like the universe, right? Like Christ consciousness. You see how the cat's down there? You got mama cat and kitten. And how, she's taking care of her baby. Yeah. That's like God. Father and mother, Christ. This is like that, right? Right here. Powering you up, giving you the courage that you need to start again. I'm getting on the wings of love. Right. Because love is the whole point to all of this, right? Right. But this time, unlike before, you will be rooted and fixed. You have divinity on your side this time. Not saying you didn't before, but you have the awareness. See her face? See how she looking a little skeptical? But, you know, she not necessarily pulling away, just a little skeptical. You know, she got the outfit on. You know, she in all her purple, her most royal. She's in her most elevated position she can be in. The highest vibration, the feminine energy, the divine feminine herself. You've been activated. Where's my book? That's what we are calling this, folks. Divine feminine activation. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Didn't have to work too hard for the title. They're important. Okay. So we have a powering up. You are now being told by source your mission. Ooh. Got some chills, some spirit chills. Wow, you are being told about purpose. Wow, I take notes. You are being told, you are being guided. Actually, I can't even say guided, you being shoved. That's a little push, ain't it? That's support and a push. Yeah. Wow. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I don't know why it keeps fading like that. That's annoying. Did I go through the rest of the deck? I don't think I did. I'm gonna do it again if I did, so I apologize. Yeah, let's just turn it this way. So with the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, right? Nine of Wands, Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. Interesting. Yeah, but that's the message I have. We're going to see how this spread works out for the message that I got from the overall energy. Yeah. Let's see. So we have someone who's been juggling, right? I mean, traditionally, this card is known as the juggler, right? But I don't see that. That actually is not what I see at all. It's like a reflex to say that. The juggler. No. It's like options open is what I see. Like a plate spinner almost. Like an illusion. Looks more like grandstanding to me, actually, with this Two of Pentacles right now. Like, they've been biding their time as they're, you know, waiting on some opportunities to return. I only say that because, you know, you got two teacups with sails on them. Teacups are China. China is a finery. It's just my process. And now that these two options have returned, now they can proceed with, see, I see this as like going beyond wish fulfillment, because you have 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? So what they're wishing for, right? What they're hoping for, what they want is a relationship, like a real relationship. That shit that go the distance. But see, and even that's a little off, right? Because I see Alice again right now vibing at like universal love. See the cats around. See the family, the ancestors. Those are spirits. Those are entities that are surrounding home, your foundation, you. Wow. Alright, I don't normally say this much. It's so funny. I kind of coined this phrase when someone told me about one of their gifts, because it's a really cool gift. And I'm not, I could say it. This person can meditate, and when they close their eyes, they get to travel the universe. It is the coolest gift I've ever heard of, me personally. You know, I'm not going to say the rest are cookie cutter, but that right there, that's fucking special. I've never heard of that ever in my life. But it's so funny, because many months ago, not that many, and not like years ago, like 5 months back, I was listening to a reading, and me and this person share the same rising sign. And so, or moon, I forget, one or the other, but I have a double. So for me, it's not confusing. For me to remember other people's, a little bit harder. But I knew it when they said it, who it was for. But yet they themselves had not been awakened to this gift. Isn't that funny? I knew it was for them before they even got to the ability to be able to do it. How about that for some inner knowing? My guys be hipping me to shit. It just rang so true. I guess that's one of those Virgo things, right? You can hear truth. It's just like an ocular nerve or something that hits, and it's like you can see it, you can hear it, it's just an innate ability. You just know it when it's in front of you, when you hear it, when it's just, I don't know. It's the best I could do to explain it. But I'm getting spiritual envy, is my point to that story. It was the only moment in my life I had ever been at a moment where I was like almost a little spiritually envious. Almost. Who much is given, much is required. So I learned a long time ago not to envy nobody for nothing. I don't give a shit how it looks. I figured out why grass looks greener on the other side of that fence. Storm clouds, people. Gray days make everything brighter. Just saying, color pops when the sky's gray. So, it's shit no matter what yard. Guess what? A green yard means fertilizer. Organic fertilizer comes from some real organic sources. But yeah, this is like, this person is wishing for this level of, it's pentacles. So it is very much earthly, right? So they see the stability, they see your abundance, they see the prosperity, and it's like they're looking over at it like they want a bit of it. I mean, do you see how the caterpillar's looking over at Alice sleeping? Like some serious side eye, don't it? I was so happy my stand is behaving. Apologies. I don't know why I started moving the stand and not picking the cards up. I'll figure that out. Sometimes you just do shit different. But anyway, still can't see it with the light. See? Like, his attention is over there. Like, his ears that way. Because you see that little fez hat on top? That's why I say it's spiritual envy. You know, that's a fraternal, it's an organization. You know, there's like the real fez, which come from the mystery schools and the Masons, and it goes back to Egyptology and, you know, all that fun stuff. But I could get even deeper, but I'm not. Do your own damn research. Maybe one day I'll organize my thoughts and have a real discussion about what I was privy to. Don't know if it's right or wrong, you know. It's just, it is what it is. Like I said, truth sits differently with people like me. You just notice it when you hear it, when you see it, when you're in the environment of it. It's the energy of it. It's the energy of it. But everybody can be fooled. But anyway, so that's what that looks like. It looks like spiritual envy. And this person, it's like a toss-up. Yeah. That's the way the Two of Pentacles look. Like a toss-up. Like, oh, I get it. Stuck motherfucker. I'm sorry. I was doing so good with my profanity. Oh. I moved the deck, y'all. I moved the deck. King of Pentacles was on the bottom, right? And right underneath his ass, the Emperor. Which makes sense, right? You got all this other king energy out here. Only one missing is Wands. Oh, I see the Queen of Wands back there. Anyway. Oh, did I just see him? Oh, no. Let me not get ahead of myself. Anyway. Where are we at? 17 minutes. It's so funny. It's like my little internal clock. We get 17 minutes. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? Anyway. Here. I'm not moving this no more. Yeah, it's like a toss-up. Yeah. You know, because that Nine of Cups, you know, they... a little self-indulgent. You know, there are hookah hoses coming from every one of them cups. So it's like they siphoning a little bit at a time from each of those cups. So that's a little self-centered. That's a little overly indulgent. So I'm like, yeah, it seems like a little bit of envy because, you know, you're doing so good. Yeah. And oh man, this juggler. I wish I could move past this, but I can't. Sorry. It's like how... Look at this. He's out of one hand. It's like right in position to catch that back one. That back up. And you see how he's reaching for what's in front of him, but he's still got that fucking back up. You see how there's still 2 cups in the water coming in? I'm getting a heavy keeping options open. See, I don't like that. But it's okay, baby. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, right? Because the message is you are coming into your purpose and your path. And it's about you, boo. The new cycle is about you. So it don't even matter, actually. How about that? It don't even matter what this fucking clown, sort of juggler is, a clown, this clown's doing. Because you content. Look at that. Look Look at that big couch. Look at that big comfy chair. Look how she curled up. Look how our ancestors watching. Look how our spirit guides is watching her. Look how the divine is making sure you sleep tight, boo. Don't worry about it. Let that knucklehead, that clown do what they do. Oh, finally. I guess I got the message out. They let me move on. That's so funny. Alright, y'all. Now we getting somewhere. Alright. So now I get it. When I can't move on, they have another message. Alright. Cool. Cool. That's how that works. Nine of Wands. Look how defensive they are. Look how armored they are. Like a catcher. Oh. Baseball. It's not baseball season. When's the baseball draft? Who's in the baseball? Really? All of a sudden I realized that's what he was dressed like. He was a catcher. And it looked like the cage behind the mound. You know, not the mound, the third base. Home plate. That's what it is, home plate. Yeah. Somebody dating a baseballer? Yo. Baseball players make bank. Quiet as this motherfucking cat, y'all. I'm just saying. Of all the pro athletes, right? Baseball players, it's like 180 some odd games. Yo, they earn their money. That's all I can say. It's hard work. I played softball when I was younger. Nothing serious like that. It was just fun. But, yeah, I remember when I ran track and field, watching them practice in the infield. It's dedication. Anything you want to do, like, well, is dedication. Yeah. But anyway, so you have someone who is, it's like a last stance. The proverbial, it's like rock and hard place, but behind him is a cliff. Or so it looks. Maybe it's just the angle, and it's just complete devastation back there. Like that line out in the Southwest where they used to do all that atomic testing, where the radiation and stuff still hasn't dissipated, where, you know, the government owns all those lands. But it's like a last stance. Yeah, I know this is like the Wounded Warrior card and all that shit, but it's really not about that. Oh, excuse me. This is more about, they're like squaring off with themselves. It's like their own spirit. Like, yeah. In the other deck, in the Spellcaster's Tarot, right? There are hawks and birds and crows all over. Crows are more, oh, you know what? That makes sense. Wow, that makes sense. Because that's what it looks like, the outline of a crow. It's like they're ignoring their spirit guides. That's stupid and dangerous. That's all I can say about that. It's stupid and dangerous to ignore your spirit guides. But I think now they can't, because like I said, this looks like a standoff with themselves. Like, they've taken all the action they can take, you know, like, they're like, now what? It's like the now what moment. It's like the ultimate showdown with themselves. You ever paint yourself into a corner? That's what this is. It's like they've painted themselves into a corner. And now they must face the music. And even though there is a divine partnership out here, the King and Queen of Swords, that is not a romantic pairing traditionally. Just saying. These people are equally matched. Let's just say that. I'll get to that in a moment, but that's what that is more so to me right now. Because you got the King of Cups right behind him, and it's like he's whispering to the King of Swords what to say. Like, this motherfucker got deep, big emotions and shit, right? Like, he in his feelings. Like, he don't express them, but that doesn't negate that he has them, and lots of them. So he's like whispering to him what to say. You know, but both of them have their swords up. In most decks, you don't see that. But anyway. And I say that, right, because like the whole whispering, what to say, sweet nothings, you know, how to deal with this is because of this Page of Swords. This very youthful energy. And the fact that he's covered in hearts and his sword, I think it's called the buttress, the butt, is a heart. And so he's coming with words of love. And I'm going to say fresh words. Shit you ain't never heard before. Oh, man, you might get some poetry or something. Or a rap or a rhyme or something like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Because he's painting himself into a wall, into a corner, rather. But don't worry. Remember, there's a new cycle coming. You know, you see what resembles the infinity sign. You know, this is a new cycle. But it's okay. You got everything you need, Empress. You do. You do. Let me note that. Yeah. What is that? World Empress. When I come up with meanings and stuff, you know, I kind of like to notate the card combinations that gave me that correlation. That's what I was instructed to do. That is not my own idea. Do not let me come across like that's my shit. No, I told y'all I have some formal training, at least in the description, in my intro. You know, so all the like platform knowledge I have about tarot comes from Soulful Revolution, Mary Jo Cranmore. She's an awesome teacher and an awesome tarot reader and just a fucking awesome person in general. Like, fantabulous. Love her. Like, really love her. Really love her. Anyway. Yeah. Even the spread I do. Even though I don't use it the way she does. I learned the spread layout from her. I've modified it for my own purposes and use it more so as a storyboard. That's how I've to limit how many cards I go through. And sometimes I go through the whole damn deck. Sometimes I go through the bottom. I got many a video. It's really long with my ass going through it. But Spirit do that sometimes. Sometimes with another message. And like I said, they won't let me stop until I get the message out. And so as I work with them and they work with me and we get this thing down cohesively, hopefully we can shorten things. But I like talking to y'all too. But anyway. Yeah. All right. So they come in with love, like words of love. Some shit you ain't never heard. I'm trying to tell you. I can't stress that enough because that's really what I feel. But here's the thing. You see her down here? She ready for the bullshit. Ain't she ready for the bullshit? She like, I'm gonna make sure you miss me with the motherfucking bullshit. And so, there's that. She's on guard. And she got that curved sword. She catching everything. She ain't missing Nathan. Nathan but penetration. Sorry. And even that, she probably got. She's like telling what to do, how to do, how long to do, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the dominatrix to me. The Queen of Wands is your sensual mistress, your lover, she put on that lingerie type shit for you, and be the like Kim Cattrall in Sex and the City, where she made handmade sushi and was the platter type shit. Queen of Swords though, Queen of Swords will have you eat your checkbook because you overspent by a penny or two. Queen of Swords will show up to your office and put your tie in the shredder holding the scissors type shit. Like, she that bitch. She ain't the one you play with. She's the one waiting for you to arrive at your mistress' house, telling you what this is about to cost you. She's the one that's gonna cut you too short to shit. But that's one aspect of your wonderful personality, because you are the Empress. So don't worry about that. Yeah, you at the ready, but you're in power up mode, and the divine's at your back. So don't even worry. Yeah, you should have your sword up, because why not? You done been there, done that. Got the t-shirt that you just made a cute little handbag out of, or a day bed, not a day bed, a pet bed, or something like that. Like, you don't even need it no more, but you remember it and is there as a reminder. But that's not you. But you're ready for anybody who attempts to, bring you down. And didn't I tell you that was the crow? Look, the crow, like now, 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 not meow. It's like you could play the cat game. Anybody ever watch Super Troopers? You ever watch Super Troopers? The first one. That shit's hysterical. If you've never, please honor me and go lose some brain cells and watch the first Super Trooper movie. But this is like the cat game. How many times can you work the word meow into the conversation without it truly being detected? So his spirit guide is like meow, 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 like that, like that, like that, like kicking they ass. And they apprehensive. Even though they done put the work in, even though a little bit, even though they know they done put this shit past due. Because you see the pink, it went from passionate love, which is red, to this tempered state. That's what I see pink. Pink is soft. It's nurturing, it is that Christ consciousness to me. It's that universal pure shit, that pure love. Like when you truly feel compassion. Pink to me is a color of compassion. And so here it is, they allowed what really was a passionate situation, right? Because you see them trying to paint it with this red paint to bring back the passion. They spirit guide like, bruh, if you don't harvest this now, King of Swords, you know what this means. See the dictionary in his hands? You know what this will mean. If you don't hop to it now, the sword is for you. You know what this is now. Dictionary. You've gotten to the bottom, to the root of it all. You absolutely know, without a shadow of a doubt. And so now you have this person wanting to call, both metaphorically and literally. The ante is down. The river has been laid out. Anybody ever play Texas No Limit poker? The river and what's the other one? Anyway, the call has been made. They've been put on notice. They literally have been put on notice. The universe has put them on notice. Their spirit guide, their intuition, everything, the signs, the synchronicities. I am getting full body chills. Holy, holy, holy. Now is the time. Their spirit guides are desperately trying to tell them that you cannot patch this any further. Do you see the ripened state? Do you see all the pentacles there? Like, this is here in the 3D. This is a very bountiful in every way situation. If you just have the courage to reach out and pluck it. But now is the time. Stability. It's like they have to trust in the divine. Ooh, more chills. They need to put their faith into things because they themselves are the emperor. And even though they know that, they've espied that. I'm looking at, his eyepiece there. I see a little birdie flying in with that fez head again. But you know, it's like there's a lot of options. Oh gosh. Doreen Virtue. Religious differences. You see how this, you got this bird, it looks like a dove flying in with the fez head. It looks, you know, doves are a sign of purity. And so this person might be viewing someone from their religious organization as the right choice. Because it might theoretically align with what they want, theoretically, right? Because of religion. But he's a parrot, this emperor in this card, right? And the bird that actually has his attention, right, that's on his level, his eye level, is a parrot like him, a tropical bird just like him. So I believe there's a level of confusion, like that juggling thing up there, because it's like torn between religion and what you were taught and what you know. When you know yourself, you know yourself. And it's like you don't see him, the emperor, with that fez hat on. Nine of Cups. I'm going back to that. Because this is the divine masculine here. You know, this is what you need to know about what's going on with them. But, you know, more so, Fifi says hi. But more so, this is for you to remember and to know that a new cycle is about to start. But this time, he will show up as the emperor. I'm not going to say immediately, right? Wheel of Fortune. It is on your side. It's so funny, right? Because look, I pull that. Yeah, Alice chasing the rabbit. Here's the white rabbit here in the Page of Swords. So after they come with these new words that you've never heard before, right? You're gonna go chasing after them. Looking for action. Because fortune's on your side. And your intuition, right? It's black cat. Cats are feminine energy. So this correlates for me back to the Empress. So your intuition is demanding action. Because of past betrayals. And so the work to put those games behind you. The work that they're going to have to do to suppress their own inner conflict, and your own, might I add, if you do choose to entertain this divine partnership once again. Queen of Cups. You both have your cups open and out to, out. You're both receptive. This didn't come out in a formal spread, but I will say you're waiting as you should. See how the Queen of Cups is so close to being the Empress? It's like one level away. And so you're waiting as you should be, patiently, on stable ground, for them to come in with their own offer, minus the games. See the cards being played close to the vest? Yeah, minus the games. And the lies and trickery and deceit. You're ready to heal the situation. This is the King of Swords here. See, I'm telling you, this is twin flame, twin flame, twin flame. I mean, all I'm missing is the King of Wands. I've got the Empress and Emperor. I've got the King and Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords is here, although I don't see the King of Swords. I mean, the Queen of Swords is here. I don't see the King of Swords directly. I know that's him. They have the same crown. That's him taking a rest after too much mental conflict before they charge in, take action to move away from being left out, a feeling of neglect be caused by mind games. Ace of Wands. And passionate action does need to be taken for soulmate union. And love. A choice must be made, or you'll be sent packing. But more so than sent packing for the divine masculine, right? You've been freed. They've been freed from a karmic relationship. Like, really, they have been. And again, Alice is being represented as a divine right now. And they're pulling, the spirits are pulling them away. Instead of trying, look, wait. Look, wait. A little order. Look at this shit. You see him, right? See him leaving a trail of all the places he's been, the lies and, mind games he's played, deception. That's old boy right there. See, when you've been caught, right? Because you were being messy. You wanted to be caught. Wow. You wanted to be caught. And now you're free. Oh, excuse me. Now you're free to celebrate, to reunite with someone. You know who it is. It's the affair. The third party situation. A celebration and a brand new beginning. See? More spiritual assistance to get there. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Page. Look at that. Oh, I'm getting Frank Sinatra. Shit. I gotta be me. I gotta be free. I'm modifying it, but that's the lyrics I'm getting it. But it was to like the Frank Sinatra tune. Anyway. Yeah. Brand new. Brand new. Brand new beginnings. Brand new beginnings. Man. It's like a golden opportunity. Hierophant. I like how, again, because Alice is the divine right now, right? And so you see how it's like someone put them at ease. Like if you were in the military, there's like attention, parade, rest, and at ease. And this is like parade, rest. Excuse me, I misspoke before. Not at ease. This is parade, rest. Her position is like, remember the Seven of Pentacles down here, the divine timing card. The situation, the relationship was put at a cosmic parade rest. for a re-examination. You see how the Cheshire Cat, and it's so funny, I don't know why, but for me, the Cheshire Cat should be the devil in this deck, but they didn't make him the devil. But that's how he always appeared to me throughout Alice in Wonderland. You know, tricks and this and that, some interesting wisdom and insight, you know, because the devil was there at creation. So it's like, okay, of course they know certain things. But anyway, that's not what it is. And I'm saying that because the devil actually is the next card. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. I'm not dealing with signs. I'm not. Y'all know enough. Trust me. If you tuning in, you pretty familiar with signs. And there's enough information out there. I want people to learn. I don't want people to be in codependent relationships of any variety. That means even seeking other people for insight's cool, you know, but always use your own discernment, you know, always fact check people. I'm big on that, but I'm an earth sign, you know, I'm a Virgo, so fact checking is big. Like, But anyway, interesting, right? No, I'm right. Sidebar on fact checking. I know someone to be inaccurate more often than not. I don't know if it's misremembering or if it's like they try to be more than what they are. And, you know, I don't want to say put on airs because I think they're trying. And sometimes the information just gets smudged and twisted a little bit. But I took their word and I shouldn't have because I know better. But I decided, and then I made a post about it. Luckily, I was vague enough where I had some wiggle room because the back of my mind is like, I know this person. And lo and behold, I should have fact checked them. So that's what this is for me. It's like a fact check. The Hierophant card right now. It's like somebody is examining all of this. They took a moment, a parade rest, as it were, to figure out what's what. And it was purposeful. It was done by the divine. This was all on your journey. This wasn't some accidental shit that you got yourself involved in and it shouldn't have happened. No, bitch. No. Sorry. Talking to myself, really. I'm like, no. This was all meant to happen. And even this re-examination was very much meant to happen for them. Very much. Because what they found out when they paused and they took a look, there was no good man, no bueno. Look what's on that table. You got a pot, right? It could be tea, it could be coffee, but you don't know what's in that pot. And then look, all the teacups are turned over. What you see is gluttonous carbs and sugar and gluten and saturated fats and shards of porcelain that could do a lot of damage if ingested. Yeah, you got cakes and butter and toast. None of this is nourishing to the soul. And cupcakes. It's so funny, right? Because I got the cupcake wine. And here it is, cupcakes. And that's what this dude was leaving in the Seven of Swords, right? A trail of cupcakes. And in the Lover's card, what is he offering up? A platter of cupcakes. Sugar. Yeah, it's sweet, but that shit ain't no good for you, right? Right. Remember that. They sound too good to be true. It probably the fuck is. And that's not me being cynical. I'm just going off of what I feel. And that's what they found out when, the divine, or she step, whatever, however this works for you. There are females with divine masculine energy and, men with divine feminine energy. So whatever. And that's what you found when you examined it. That it was all sweet, but it wasn't no good. So, there's that caterpillar again. You went, wait a minute. How do I balance this shit? That's what they did. They went, how do I balance it? How do I make this come together? It's a recognition. Come from the same. A recognition. That, I might be different pieces, different shapes, but you come from the same source. Ooh, that's deep. Come from the same source. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. 3 of Pentacles. Collaboration. A new foundation. Grassroots. Passion. Here on this plane. Because look. The rabbit has the scroll open. See how there it's rolled up? They have revealed their plan. And it is full of love. I love y'all. Good night.